Let's jump right into this one. This is the Through Night Ti5T. And yep, deal with it. I do other flashlights review too, not just Through Night, but we do all kinds of flashlights review here at my channel. This is a AAA flashlight, and let's go over some of the functions on this thing. You've got the tail switch, tail clicking thingamabobber, which I personally like. That's what I favor. You have momentary on. You can see it's in firefly mode there, off. And then of course you've got the click on and off. And you also have a different operation to go through the modes, is the head will turn and you can go through the different modes. The modes on this are going to be 4 of them. You're going to have your firefly mode. You're going to have your low, which is 10 lumens. You're going to have your high, which is 130 lumens. And you're going to have a strobe at also 130 lumens. Do you guys like the strobe? Do you guys use the strobe for anything? The only thing I use strobe for is to play around with my kids or something. That's about all I use strobe for. But if you guys have a good reason, let me know in the comments below. I'd like to hear that actually. It also has a short memory function. So what this does is when you turn it on, and we'll just keep it in firefly so we don't blind you guys, but turn it on, turn it off. Now if we wait anywhere between 1 and 10 seconds, when we turn the light back on, it will still be in firefly mode. Actually, a better example would be in this mode so you can see it a little bit better, because of if you wait over the 10 seconds, it always reverts back to turning on in the firefly mode, and that's something that I really like. But if you're in some of the higher modes, we're within 10 seconds, and you can see it reverted back to that same mode. Now, again, if we wait, it reverts back to that firefly mode. I really like that in this type of flashlight. I love the firefly mode, actually. I use it all the time at my house. When I'm getting up in the morning, I get up real early, so I got this flashlight by the bed, or others that I've used with the very low lumens, and it works great because I don't have to wake up my wife with this blinding light. So that's very nice. So if we turn it on now, it should revert back to firefly, and there you go. Can't remember if I mentioned that's 0.08 lumens, so that's great. Does this thing tail stand? I love flashlights that tail stand. Any guesses looking at this? Well, if you answered yes, you are correct. If you answered no, you are correct. What I mean by that is this. This is kind of a felt top on this table right here, kind of a softer material, and I'm not going to be able to get this thing to tail stand. Now, if you're on a hardwood desktop, yes, you can get it to tail stand, and I've done that. Now, that said, and it's relatively easy. It's not like you have to sit there for 3 minutes trying to get this thing balanced. It's relatively easy. But again, it's not a lot of surface area, and then you've got a lot of weight up here. So, bump the table, it's going to go over. So, tail stand, yes, no, kind of is the answer. Body construction on this is titanium alloy. Of course, you can see it's got the polished finish. So this, I guess there's kind of gentleman's knives. Maybe this would be considered a gentleman's EDC flashlight. Now you can see when you first get this thing will be very polished. It looks great, but it easily takes on scratches. I carry this in my pocket, and in my pocket I've got my cell phone. So yep, it'll take on scratches. You can see that actually right there is not a smudge. Those are big scratches. Does that bother you? I don't know. May or may not. Pocket clip on this thing. I like the design. I like the look of it. It is not quote unquote removable, but yes it is. You can actually take off the top and just pop it off, which I will likely be doing with this, and here's why. I don't like the pocket clip. I just said I did, now I didn't. This is why I didn't. The functionality of the pocket clip, it's very weak. So putting this on my Levi's pockets, it just doesn't make me feel comfortable enough, and so I very rarely put it there. because I don't want to lose the light. So I just drop it in my pocket. So again, I'll just likely get rid of this because it's just bulk taking up space. This does have a waterproof rating of the IPX8, so it's about 2 meters. That's one of the highest ones you can get, or the highest one if memory serves correct. It's about 28 grams without the battery. And you know what, let me get some chapstick here just for some comparison on size. Sometimes I think just reading this, the lengths on here and the size doesn't do it justice, where if you can get a common item, it helps compare and give an idea of the size. Let me jump back to the modes going through here. So how you get through is the tell switch, turn that on, off, kind of a quick on, off, and you'll cycle through those. Now we're back to Firefly, the mid, the high. Now we should go to strobe. That's how you cycle through. You can also cycle through these with just a momentary press of using that same methodology. So you can kind of cycle through them fast. High, now we'll go to strobe. Oh, I missed the strobe. That's kind of good though, because sometimes I find trying to cycle through some of the modes using the tell switch, I kind of get lost. It grew on me and I got a little bit better, but still it was kind of, you just kind of lose where you are. So another way you can do that, as brought up, now we're in the Firefly, the bevel on the head will twist and you can cycle through them this way, and a much more positive way to go through and know exactly where you are with those settings. At least that was my experience. One of the competitions I think for this flashlight is going to be the Streamlight MicroStream. And unfortunately, I don't have a sample here to compare it to because I've had like 4 of them and I've lost every single one of them. It's driving me nuts. But they're very similar in size. They are a little bit different in price. The MicroStream is 20 bucks, or give or take. I just kind of did some quick searching. This one is about 35 bucks. So okay, $15 more. What are you getting? Some of the differences on the MicroStream is you have one mode at 35 lumens, where this has the 3 main modes, plus you have the strobe. Honestly, some guys go, don't give me all the options. I hate them. Just give me a simple on, off. I love it. I get it. Other guys, on the other hand, no, I want the availability to choose. So give me the one with the different modes. So a lot of this is going to come down to what type of flashlight are you looking for. One of the Streamlight has that awesome reverse clip on it, so you can clip it in your pocket. You can also clip it on the brim of a hat, for example. I really like that on the MicroStream. They've got a little bit different tail switch. The MicroStream's got a more rubberized feel. I like that better. And the Streamlight MicroStream has a waterproof rating of an IPX4, where this one has an 8. So are they the same flashlights? Are they direct competition? You know, I would argue no, they're not. They size-wise, battery-wise, yes. But there's a lot of differences that set these two apart. Which one should you buy? You know, that's something you're going to have to answer. Again, what are you looking for? Maybe you want to go cheaper, then get the MicroStream. You want simple, MicroStream. Reverse pocket strip, MicroStream. If you want the different modes that this offers, you really like that Firefly mode, well, go with this Ti5T. You want a higher waterproof rating, go with this one. So again, what do you want? You're going to have to choose on that. So there you have it. Hopefully this one will be a quick and dirty review of the ThruNite Ti5T. Just by way of clarity, they did send this to me for review. I know a lot of you guys are getting sick of the ThruNite reviews. But I gotta be honest, guys, they're good flashlights. The flashlights that I've had from them, they're good. You know, if you don't like them, don't buy them. But they are good quality. They stand up from the testing that I've done. They're great lights. Are there other lights out there? Absolutely, there are. I will be reviewing some after this one. And I just released a Phoenix one before this. I've got some O-lights coming up. So stay tuned. I'm having fun with these flashlights right now, guys. Thanks so much for watching. See ya.